All right. So doing some high-low board analysis on the yen and the New Zealand dollar. So this is how the banks trade. They trade by the numbers. They don't have charts. So, and this is also how Steve learned how to trade. So this is the high-low board. I really wanted to learn how to trade this because this is what the banks see. Really just trying to channel to myself using fractional disparity and all that type of stuff because it just appeals to me. I think if I can master this, then I can make a bunch of money, stuff like that. But anyway, so here we go. What we got? We got the high, the low. I don't know why it says two lows here. Low, low. I don't understand that. So, but anyway. Four numbers. First, you got the bid, the ask, the high, and the low. Now, as I stated in my thing here, the thing we have to keep in mind when it comes to reading a high-low board is the bid, if I'm the bank, is what I'm willing to buy the base for, and the ask is what I'm willing to sell it for. So I put a note here that you're on the right track. The farther the bid price gets from the high or low, if you're shorting or if you're buying. Okay, so ultimately low, but the bank is setting the bid, and the farther the bid is away from the price, then the better. So here I got a trade here that's on now. It's about a break-even point, but it's a short. But I'm not really focused on the chart. I'm focused on the numbers. So here we go. Now this high has been holding. I've been tracking this trade really all night. I've been in it since London, but the high is held steady at 726.30. The bid right now is at 52.46, which I love seeing. That is great. I like that a lot. All right. So, and I also have a calculator here just showing the high and low and kind of just, you don't have to like write it down from what I understand. The guy was saying he just really watches it. But the bid price now is at, just do the last three for certain currencies, 549, but the high of the day is at 630. So that's an 8 pip difference where it's off the high right now because the high is still holding steady. Even with the ask price, I mean, both of them, of course, tanking is good, but the lower the bid goes, the bid is like the highest that anybody can actually pay for it. And how it was explained is that the bid has to rise above the ask price for the buyer to see a profit. So if people are buying at 556, they're trying to get it to go past 591 and really break the high to 630. But obviously, as you can see here, price is still dropping, and I'm still in a little bit of drawdown, but I mean the price is still dropping. So this spread on this thing, I guess, is ridiculous. I'm at a break even now, even though my price action is below my entry. But anyway, that's not the point of this video. Now for a long, it's a little different in the sense that I got a long on the New Zealand dollar, Euro New Zealand dollar. Now I just entered this trade at a London low. It's gap time right now, so maybe I should have waited, but I saw some inverted hammers at the low of the day and it had already tanked, so, and it's been tanking. So let me just show that, and then we'll go over the high-low board real quick, because this trade I just entered, but I saw how it was just completely dropping, and I'm like, man, that's got to be it's got to come back. So I'm going to pull that up. I was going to focus on the Swiss dollar, but it looks like now I'm focusing on the New Zealand dollar and the yen. That's the focus for this week. So if I can use the right username and password, then I'll be okay. Here. All right. Quick check of the bid. 5240. I mean, sorry, 540. Look at that. So it's still dropping. That's good stuff. So we're off 9 pips from the high now. See here, the bid is still asking. And the bid is still dropping, rather. So that's good. But anyway. All right, so where are we at? I'm not going to worry about that. I'm gonna do EUR, NZD. All right, so a little bit of a drawdown here. So from a chart standpoint, this is what I saw. I saw the London low. I just saw, here to here. It 3 times the ADR for Euro New Zealand was 291, and it had gone from peak high to peak low. Let me just measure. Let me back up some. There we go. 268. So I thought it was above that, but I guess not. But anyway, so I went ahead and just got in because the vectors really primarily. I saw level 3 behavior here, so I got like peak formation, level 1, level 2, and then level 3 with these boom, boom, boom. And then the main thing that topped it off for me was that in one day it went. Yeah, I think this was the clincher here, where it went almost 100 pips. See, in one day, but its ADR is only like 70, and fell into the, the box. Now this consolidation here, and then drop, boom, and then level 2, boom, and then the tap here for level 3, boom. And I saw the inverted hammer, so I said, okay, let me go ahead and get on because it's been dropping, past 3-5 days. Like I said, just keeping the technical analysis simple. But from a high-low board standpoint, let's take a look at that, since this is what our dear friend the bank uses. So on Euro New Zealand, we have a high of the day at high of the day 168.532. All right, and the low of the day is 167.463. It's a difference of 106 pips. Okay, so it's a very wide differential. So we're looking for, in this case, the low of the day to hold. And for this one, I would just use the last 3 or maybe last 4. So we'll shorten this up here. There we go. So we got our low of day, which is 7463. And the bid price right now on Euro New Zealand is 7573. So that's about what, 11 pips off the low. So which is good. And as you see on so if we go back to the chart, even though it's gap time right now, it's coming up. So I like the price action on that. Of course, stop loss is set, so see what happens with it. But I'm not going to spend too much time on this, but really reading the high-low board to me shows what's possible. And as well, when it's flashing green, red, or blue, red, that means that it's testing the high. So it's like it really shows the opportunity. Like I really like this board, and this is what the banks see. I'm like, wow, okay, I got it. But at each price point, of course, obviously they got some volume trapped, and so they want to get out of those positions as quickly as possible in order to book a profit. So again, though, the bid needs to get away from the high or low of the day, and that will ensure or help to show you that you're on the right track. So right now, see what it's flashing red here, and it's easy. I'm gonna be honest, it's easier for me to see the less numbers there are. I'm gonna have to get some practice with this, but I'm gonna go back to New Zealand really quick to 630 still holding. Low of the day, 728. 080. 50 pip spread, bid price. And what Steve used to do is look for tight pip differences. You know, so the bigger the pip difference, he said he would actually pass on those. So Euro New Zealand is actually kind of a wide spread with 100 pips, but at the same time, though, you know, it's already been dropping. I figured it was time to reverse there. But go back here. And so we got a bid price now, 548. The high of the day still at 630. So it's 8 pips off the high. So just continue to keep an eye on it. And like I said, the lower the bid price goes, the better it is. I mean, it's just price action still at the end of the day. But as long as this high stays steady, then that's good stuff. And as well, something else I noticed too was that the ask was going like way above the high, but the high was still holding. That was weird. Now, eventually it did break it though, so I got stopped out of this trade a couple of times. But I was trading when I wasn't supposed to be. I was doing this at like 10 o'clock at night. But right now it's almost U.S. session open. Even though it's Monday, I don't care anything about Mondays. I look for the pattern, and the pattern presents it. I look at peak formation. I don't care what day of the week it is. I'm gonna take it. All right, so that's that though. So yep, hello board. So watch the bid. The ask too, of course, both should be going lower in your direction. And like I said, these I want to see going higher. So I may just focus on like the past 3 numbers. But anyway, all right, that's that.